his use of the Autopen. The president tells the New York Times aides used the Autopen because there were so many of these documents to be signed.
Would you even notice if we auto-penned this entire show? Like Joe Biden apparently auto-penned his entire presidency. People were getting pardoned, wars were happening, Putin was getting abused, Fauci was having the time of his life, and it was all down to a little old auto-pen. Hey Bosh, what should we do now? I don't reckon Hunter did nothing wrong. I don't suppose he did he? Well, don't smell me, because Hunter made some pretty crazy late-night choices. Hunter! Where did you put my auto pen? Come on, Dad. I opened up the kimono, and I let it know.
Former President Biden says that he made, quote, every decision on pardons and commutations at the end of his term as Republicans investigate his use of the Autopen.
Who got pardoned by lovable old Autopen? Hey, that Anthony Fauci, he does a difficult job. All of that important research over there in Wuhan. Yeah, that's a good point, Autopen. Why should he suffer? Hunter!
The president tells the New York Times aides used the Autopen because there were so many of these documents to be signed. And as I said, record number of commutations and pardons from the Biden administration, a record by a lot.
They can't be expected to pardon all of their corrupt officials one by one using cursive in analog style, using a fountain pen like Thomas Jefferson. It'll be exhausting. Did Autopen do a better job than Joe Biden? Let me know in the comments and chat. Maybe Joe Biden wouldn't have authorized the blowing up of the Nord Stream Gulf pipelines. You know, Gulf pipeline. That, you know, the pipeline that they blew up. Maybe he wouldn't have authorized Anthony Fauci's ludicrous authority. Let's see the end of this legacy media report, and then we'll look at Glenn Greenwald on this stuff.
But the Times also reports, quote, Mr. Biden did not individually approve every name for the categorical pardons that applied to large numbers of people he and aides confirmed. Rather, after extensive discussion of different possible criteria, he signed off on the standards he wanted to be used to determine which convicts would qualify for a reduction in sentence.
And what's wrong with that? The biggest scandal of the last 5 years isn't that corporate media united to lie to the public about Biden's cognitive decline, though that is a gigantic scandal, is that unelected people exploited it to run the country in secret in Biden's name. While that might be unique, isn't it really a concentration of what we've always assumed is the case, that there might be popular public faces that nominally have power, but ultimately there are forces that manipulate and control even seemingly the most powerful institutions and individuals in the world. And now at least we know it's good old Autopen. Oh, Hunter, what are you doing with that thing, you lunatic? Let's see what Trump has to say on it, and let me know if you think that Autopen should release the Epstein files. Okay, seems that Bill Gates was on holiday a lot in that island. Bill Clinton, he likes a flight, it turns out. Chris Tucker, what the fuck? Stephen Hawking, oh my God. Okay, Autopen's got another job. Stephen, you can use me as a splint. Actually, my penis works perfectly well because it works automatically because it's part of a different part of the nervous system. I saw that in that film about Stephen Hawking. He could apparently get hard-ons. He never promised you a rose garden, but Stephen Hawking can give you a good theory on the nature of physical reality as well as an erection. That's why he married his nurse, and that's what he was doing on Epstein Island. He is one of the people named, apparently.
Look, the Autopen, I think, is maybe one of the biggest scandals that we've had in 50 to 100 years. This is a tremendous scandal. And I know the people on the other side of the, see that desk, that Resolute desk? Unfortunately, he used it before me. But, you know, we have our choice of 7 desks. They're all beautiful.
You better wash that chair.
But I chose the Resolute, and so did he, unfortunately. But the people on the other side of the Resolute desk, I know them. Lisa, the whole group, and they're no good. They're sick people. And I guarantee he knew nothing about what he was signing. I guarantee it.
Hey, wait a minute, what's this I'm signing? What time of night is it? What's going on, Corn Pop? Here's Senator Rand Paul. In July 2023, I referred Dr. Anthony Fauci to the Department of Justice for lying under oath to Congress. Oh, come on, that's not that bad, is it? His own emails directly contradicted his sworn testimony. That's not a good look. The New York Times, because we can rely on those guys, reports that Fauci was quietly pardoned by an Autopen. Autopen, I know I done wrong, but I never mean it. Hey, buddy, you don't need to worry about that. Everyone's just trying trying their best to be the best president they possibly can. Now listen, you're pardoned also. Now can I go straight back to Hunter? What's he doing with you in there? Mind your own business, but let me tell you, you're gonna need to pardon that little son of a bitch. No offense to Jill. You're gonna need to pardon that little son of a bitch at sometime soon, because he nearly lost me up there just yesterday. Fauci was quietly pardoned by Autopen, operated by Biden's staff. Like Gandalf's staff. Thou shalt not face justice! If the president didn't authorize this pardon personally, then the department has a duty to investigate and prosecute as it would with any ordinary citizen. Yeah, right. Fauci has been sainted by the extremist left, but it doesn't erase his lying before Congress. I'm officially re-referring Dr. Fauci to the DOJ. Let me know in the comments and chat whether he'll get any justice out of that. I like Rand Paul. Do you like Rand Paul? Do you like Rand Paul? Autopen? Yeah, he's a good guy, but he ain't getting pardoned, I'll tell you that. What if your coffee didn't just wake you up, but actually awakened you to new realms of consciousness? That's what's being promised by 1775 pea berry. Less than 5% of all beans can become pea berries. They're the Navy SEALs of coffee beans. Some of them just can't take Hell Week. Which basically means your morning brew is rarer than a mainstream journalist telling the truth. Jake Tapper, you must have seen that Joe Biden was old. He was obviously old. It's grown high in the Bolivian mountains where the air is thin, the vibes are thick, and the beans basically whisper ancient truths to the winds. No acidic afterburn, no synthetic weirdness. This coffee doesn't leave you hungover in a feather boa or speaking fluent nonsense. Just bold, smooth, consciousness-activating coffee with clean energy and antioxidants so potent I drank it and remembered 3 of my past lives. Go to 1775coffee.com, use the code BRAND and get 15% off. Thanks for watching the video. Have a look at this one over here, or join us Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday on Rumble.